Until recently, Golden, British Columbia was often mistaken for nothing more than a scenic fueling stop on the Trans-Canada Highway. Today, those in the know better. Nestled in the heart of Canada's rugged Kootenay region, Golden is a true hidden gem. Renowned for its outdoor offerings and tight-knit community, it's a town with history, personality, and endless opportunities for adventure. And for those who have decided to make this place their permanent home, they will surely be the first to tell you gold always beats silver. Love comes in many shapes and sizes. Sometimes it can work in mysterious ways.
We actually met at a bike shop in Canmore. That was like 15 years ago.
But for Ruben Salzgeber and Audrey Duval, there was no secret that the shape of their connection was circular.
I was in love with kicking oars, and so I decided I wanted to be here. And he was in Vancouver, and I forced him to move here.
And the size? Probably somewhere between 25 and 30 inches.
He was a little resistant at the beginning, somehow.
That's right, in a nutshell, right there. Diverse is probably one of the first words that come to mind. There's a lot of different styles, even in the trail networks that we have locally. You know, there's over 180 kilometers of sanctioned mountain bike trail in Golden.
The cool feature, I think, is that we have so many amazing long climbing trail that you can go pretty far up and have a really nice, long, sustained descent. That can be from like nice blue flow trails that, you know, it's bermy and there's little kickers, but you can go around if you want to, that kind of everyone's gonna love. And then you have like another zone, Mountain Shadow, that is more cross country, that has a little bit more technicality to it.
There's people that love to hike their bikes into backcountry.
And then you have the downhill zone, Wall 7, where half of the trails are on the maps.
The downhill scene has a really long history here.
Steep descent, rooty, really, really fast.
People would come from all over. They'd come to Golden. You wouldn't even have to bring your own crew and your own plan and shuttle vehicles. You just throw your bike on the next truck and boom, you're going up the shuttle road, up Mount 7.
More like hold on to your handlebar and go.
There's a lot of different activities, and I'd say it's a very passionate group of mountain bike. There isn't sort of this thing of everyone puts every ride and every activity on Instagram. Everyone knows that everyone does the activity at a super high level. Basically a bunch of silent killers, and that makes the that makes the valley kind of special. Because everyone's out there getting it, but not advertising it. You know, we moved here in 2014, and if you were traveling in the territory then, east of here, it was like, ooh, golden. How do you like it there? You know, like a suspicious question. But there's also sort of an individualist nature to it. You know, we do the outdoor sports in part because they're not team sports. Because we can do them on our own, because we can get lost in the woods and find yourself ultimately.
So yes, that's the daily routine.
Joining a new community or picking up a sport can be a challenging endeavor.
The ponytail through the tiniest hole. There you go.
Whether you're trying something new or resurrecting an old passion, there is much more to it than just physical fitness and fresh air. One of the most rewarding aspects of a shared passion is a sense of community, connecting with others with a feeling and a rush that you just have to be there to get.
Right before the switchback, the cut block, you get like woods and the mountains. It's really sick.
Audrey has been spreading this feeling with Shred Sisters, where shredding has no boundaries.
Shred Sister, we're basically teaching women to mountain bike. From like beginners to strong, intermediate, advanced riders, how to maneuver their bike. Foundation was when I started mountain biking in 2008. I took a ladies program and I just love the energy of ladies together, cheerleading and pushing each other. So you want to extend up. I wanted to start my own thing, so then I branched out and started Shred Sisters. And I do more of a rear skid. And as I met different people, I grew the business with another amazing woman that kind of joined in. Yeah, nice. It's been quite huge, the growth. The second, I think there's a group of women who are riding together, the industry is just kind of like exploding and more women are doing it and you see women. And I think at some point you see sometimes more women than guys on the trails. So yeah, but then like there's COVID who happened where people could not go play soccer and then could not go do like team sport, and then that really exploded even more. And the fact there is ladies only program, that it felt less intimidating to take on the sport.
Gotta look good on this one. This is the first, only this year am I making it to the transition.
Sick. Seeing those haha moment, and I think that's why we teach biking, is like seeing the stoke of that person who's like beginner and like, oh my God, I lift my front wheel, like I could do that. Or just thinking about that lady who would, I would teach her about like skidding, that is more intermediate, and they're just their first skid, are like, can't wait to just show that to my kids. Now I got the mom cool factor high up there, so.
Golden is very special to me. It is my home. You know, my granddaughters are the 7th generation born here into this area. We've been here for in excess of 200 years, 204 years to be exact, that we've lived in the Columbia Valley. My ancestors came into Golden in 1819. The two most recognized ones were Baptiste Morgeau and Sophie Morgeau. Now, Baptiste was born in 1840, and he had the first store in Golden in 1881 to 1883. There used to be another city on the CPR line just east of Golden. It was called Silver City. And Silver City is in the national park right now, right by Castle Mountain, where the road goes from Banff to Radium. Well, Baptiste wanted to be one better. So in the old days, Golden was the cache, and the cache was where Baptiste had all of his store supplies and everything else. So Baptiste decided that he was going to name Golden, Golden City. He decided that Golden City wasn't a good name, so he called it Golden. And that's how Golden got its name.
The word vibe is used a lot when people try to describe the culture in Golden. No matter the frequency, there's always something to tune into.
Well, yeah, we're walking down Lower Kicking Horse here, Lower Mountain. Things are finally starting to melt out after a big winter. We had kind of record snowfall to start our season, which was awesome, and we've had a pretty cool and wet spring. So there's still a ton of snow up high, and that's all in the past now. It's summer now. People have had their bikes out for a couple months, and yeah, we're stoked.
When your bio says lives in a small mountain town, prefers biking over driving, spends winters rescuing skiers in distress, and summers fighting wildland forest fires, you might think you've found the ultimate dating profile.
So there's a ton of things going on in Golden, and I'd say that it's kind of endless. Biking, hiking, the sights you can see. It's pretty wild.
Like most Golden locals, Martin Lentz is more about living the profile instead of posting it online. This brings a sense of authenticity to the community that is hard to find anywhere else.
Sort of ideally situated between some of the biggest mountains in BC and the biggest mountains in Alberta. The thing that keeps me here and keeps me coming back is just the community. It's like a really easy, walkable, bikeable town. Being relatively new to a place and feeling a strong sense of community is something that's special.
I didn't even know where Golden was, so I had to look it up on Google. Yeah.
Jamie Froats is a local entrepreneur who embodies that bold Golden spirit.
New little venture, well, I guess it's not super new. It's about 3 summers old now.
In the space between brilliance and common sense, she took a leap and combined two of her favorite things.
It's just a mobile coffee cart, and I attend farmers markets, music, bike festivals, all the fun stuff that we have around here. I'm basically there slinging caffeine. Cow's milk. I think Golden just really embraces the adventure part.
All right, you get going. 3, 2, 1, go!
So coffee meets adventure kind of brings both aspects of Golden that I love together. I love the feeling that you get when you get to the top. I'm not so great on the getting there. I think anything with a dog makes it better. So.
When you live in the mountains, it quickly becomes clear that we are visitors to a much bigger, wilder community than we ever realized. That's where Marissa Watson and her colleagues at the Grizzly Bear Refuge come in.
I believe Boo could be waiting.
Heads up, I'm gonna be turning my radio off.
Before you do, Boo is still out of sight, so we're gonna have to scatter feed.
10-4.
Sometimes, humans aren't always the best of neighbors.
So it's always been illegal to poach a mother with cubs because of their cubs' very low survival rate. We have about a 5% survival rate without mom in the first couple months of their life because they're most likely to fall to prey to another animal, die of exposure or starvation. Hey, they're bugging you too, aren't they? Look at them, they're all around you. So Boo's mom was a very smart lady, we think, and that's because she was really fat. So Boo's mom was able to have 3 cubs in the spring of 2002. But as you can see, Boo is a lot bigger than the size of my fist, like he was first born at. And they were gonna need a larger facility to be able to incorporate everybody.
They helped bring to life a totally unique kind of wildlife sanctuary.
The Kicking Horse Grizzly Bear Refuge was proposed and built.
Right smack dab in the middle of a popular ski resort.
Skip to a side note, that massive hump on his back, that's how you distinguish a brown bear from a black bear. So that hump is actually, it's not bone, it's not fat, it's pure muscle mass going straight down to the forearms. Our Kicking Horse was established in 2000. It's a really new resort actually. Before we were White Tooth ski area and we had a T-bar and the Pioneer lift. So you couldn't actually get all the way up to the gondola.
If you're worried about running goggles first into a grizzly next time you're ripping up the backcountry, do not be alarmed. Like Boo, any bear making a home out of your favorite run is most likely spending the winter sleeping away the days, waiting for some warmer weather.
So here now and today, we are a facility that our main job is keep him happy, keep him healthy, and educate the public. So it's his soft retirement. He's getting his peace and quiet in there. When he's in there and we don't see him, he's just being a bear and doing bear stuff. So we like that when it happens.
Have you ever felt the urge to connect with nature? To feel yourself pulled effortlessly along the stream of existence? What if that stream was a raging torrent? And the water was very, very cold. Then you might have found yourself at the Glacier Raft Company, where you can experience the full force of the Kicking Horse River.
So I know lots and lots of cell phones are waterproof these days, and yeah, just please leave that behind. You don't want to be the person who's taking selfies as everybody else is trying to paddle the boat to avoid the boat flipping, and then the boat flips because you were taking selfies and not helping, and then it won't matter how many likes you got on Instagram, nobody in real life will like you. So yeah, go for real life likes today, yeah? We're gonna be rafting on the Kicking Horse River. It's a glacial-fed, natural, free-flowing river. But yeah, it is glacial fed, which is the important part to know. So the water's very, very cold. All good, everybody ready to go? Sweet.
I think the reason I liked whitewater rafting right away and have been with it this whole time is just the right mix of excitement, but it wasn't Disneyland. So you had to be on your game, but you were having a great time, right? So you're out there with the right amount of respect for the river. Definitely lots of waves and whitewater everywhere. So a lot of people would have been getting the full experience of that 5-degree glacial water just right in their face today.
Once you get past frigid water and heart-pounding anticipation, all that's left is to hold on. Or let go. It's your adventure. The best part about rafting is no matter what happens, everyone ends up at the bottom.
Yes.
There's a lot of behind the scenes going on to kind of make sure things are as safe as they can be. You know, you can't control the river, you can't control what the river levels are, but you can sure control how you raft it, the lines you choose, you know, the meetings you have before and after a trip, how you stay humble, and you just, you know, like I said earlier, a big respect for the river. Quite a bit of teamwork involved. You know, the paddlers are pretty essential. You're all the momentum, right? The paddlers are the momentum. They make sure you get to where you need to go.
Yeah, I think our guides all have a sense of adventure. They love being outside. I think just the whole outdoor lifestyle, that's what really appeals to them. I think the excitement, and if people are nervous, overcoming that just makes you feel more bonded to the people that you spend the day with.
Why I'm still here and why I'm not even remotely bored of this place or taking anything for granted is because I just keep finding new aspects and new things to do, or new appreciation for stuff I've done for a while. I had no idea about everything you could do here in the summer. There's still hikes, there's still trails I haven't seen, all within such a short area of here. So